shock absorber, also known as a shock, is a part of a vehicle's suspension that regulates the up and down motion of the wheels. While springs are primarily responsible for absorbing the energy from road imperfections, your car would continue to bounce on the springs for some time after hitting a bump if shocks weren't present. Shocks stop this undesirable spring motion. If you don't want to drive with very little control, this dampening process is essential. I'll discuss 6 severe signs of worn shock absorbers in this short video. We will also talk about the replacement cost. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Knocking noise. You've probably worn shock absorbers if you hear a knocking sound when going over various bumps, speed bumps, or potholes. The sound could be the sound of your car's chassis being hit by the meal coil springs. Rubber bushings are present in the shock's points on both ends. The rubber bushing only needs to develop a small crack for there to be a tapping or knocking noise you can hear every time you drive over a bump. Fluid leak. The body of the part is sealed to prevent leaks. These seals eventually begin to leak fluid along the body of the shock absorber until it hits the ground. The shock won't be able to work properly if it loses too much fluid. Vibrations. Inside the shock absorber are piston seals and valves. The fluid flow won't be controlled if either of them becomes excessively worn. Instead, it will pass through the piston seal or valve. When that occurs, no matter how big or small the bump is, the steering wheel will start to vibrate. Swerving. You risk swerving or nosediving if you press the brake pedal while turning. The weight of your car will shift in the opposite direction while you are turning if the shock is broken. You will swerve as a result, and it will take more effort to simply correct the turn in the direction you want to go. Uneven tire wear. Your car will start to bounce as you drive on the road because a bad shock absorber will cause your tires to be unevenly spaced from the surface. Since only a portion of your tire will actually be in contact with the ground, that portion will wear out faster than the rest of the tire. Therefore, whether on the inside or outside, you will have uneven tire wear. Brakes react slowly. It's possible that your shock is broken if you press the brake pedal and your car slows down and stops slowly. This could happen if the vehicle is not able to quickly absorb the length of the piston rod. Therefore, the car needs more time to finish this task. Replacement cost. If you found that your shock absorber is defective, you should replace it right away. Since these parts should always be replaced in pairs, budget between $250 and $580 for the entire job. Depending on the make and model of your car, a single shock absorber can cost anywhere from $50 to $140, so for a pair, you're looking at $100 to $280 in parts. Depending on the hourly rate of the shop or mechanic and the accessibility of the particular vehicle, the labor costs involved with replacing a pair of absorbers will range from about $150 to $300. Can you drive with a faulty shock absorber? Yes, you can usually continue to drive with a worn-down shock absorber until it completely fails, but it is best to replace it as soon as possible, along with the one on the opposite side of the axle. However, some of the aforementioned symptoms call for you to stop driving immediately. You should avoid driving until your shocks have been replaced if you notice any fluid leaking or other symptoms that make it harder for you to control the vehicle. Ignoring this could result in an abrupt loss of control, putting you and other drivers in danger right away. Hope the information was helpful for you.